Hey everybody, I'm back. I just wanted to clarify something, and I just wanted to talk about something. I wanted to talk about another topic as well. What do you do in your time of need when you're sick and you doesn't have anybody to depend on? Who do you depend on when you can't depend on yourself? Who does you call on when you have nobody to call on? Now, this is where it gets tricky. You declare and you drop all your friends out of your circle. You don't call them anymore. You don't mess with them no more because when you did mess with them, it was always a bunch of drama, or it was always like they were trying to use you. Say that you didn't look at it head on. You didn't look at it when it was happening. But as you sit back and you sick and you sit back and you laying in the bed, you look at it now. You look at what they was trying to do. Like if you go to the club, you about volunteer. Well, would you like a drink? And then they'll order two drinks. Not saying that you mind, just saying not being inconsiderate, not being considerate of you. And say you go out to eat, it's always like, oh, I don't have no money. I left my wallet at home. And you be like, seriously? Oh, okay. Because you such a nice person, and because it's the way you raise, uh, you volunteers to just pay for their food because you such the type of person you don't want to be eating food, and they don't have nothing to eat. That's just wrong. Then it comes a time to where they could put out their apartment. They could put out their apartment. They get evicted. They tell you about it. You don't know what to say, but you gotta say something. So this is what you say. You say, by you being a good friend, this is what you say. Well, why don't you come over here and stay with me for a while, so you can be able to get yourself together, so you can be able to find you a place to stay. But you didn't know that that while was going to turn up into 3, 2, maybe 4 years. But it goes back to this, y'all. Once I say this, when you need help, ain't nobody there. But when they need help, they'll call you. They don't want to call you when you need them the most. They call you when they need something or when they want something. Because in reality, they know what type of lifestyle that you living. Just say you, I don't know, you got your own business. You know, uh, I'm gonna put it in for instance. So what I hear that you can make money off of YouTube. I don't know how true that is, but say that's true. Okay, you making all this money, you become to be rich. They know you got money. They want to flock around you now, but they didn't want to flock around you when you didn't have nothing, or when you was staying on the street, or when you was going from house to house, cause you lost everything trying to help them. You know, you gave them money, you put their phone playing on your phone, but you lost everything. So now you back again. You happen to start all over, which is not a problem because you know up above, God got you. But at the end of the day, it's hard, especially when, like I said, you laying in a bed, you laying in a hospital bed, you confined to a hospital bed, you paralyzed, you don't know what to do. But all of this is happening to you because you didn't listen. You didn't listen to what your parents were saying about these people, and you didn't listen to what your sisters were saying about these people. And you didn't listen to them because you thought in your mind they was real friends, and all along they wasn't. They was just people trying to use you. They was people that seen what you had and how nice that the things that you had, and they wanted it for themselves. And then it'll go to the fact that they'll go all the way on all the nice stuff that you had in your house. They'll tear it up just because they jealous of what you got. But you don't take notes and think they jealous. You understand what I'm saying? You just look at it as it's just I've been having it too long. It's old. Maybe that's why I told her. But that may not be the case. So, as you lay here, you know, you sick, you lay down, you lay in bed, and you think, because you have time to think about a lot of things. And you come to realize that mostly everything that's happened to you, maybe it's your fault, or maybe it is your fault. Because you didn't use common sense to think and realize these people don't care about you. They only care about one thing, and that's what they can get out of you. It took me a long time to think about that, because even though your family know that this person wasn't right, at the same time you still taking up for this person because you believe in your heart that y'all friends. But at the end of the day, it was certain things that's been said that wasn't right, and now you at this state of mind, okay, this telling me what type of person you is, and this telling me it's time to back off. But you don't already stop calling, but they sending you texts saying how miserable you is, how messy you is, and they cussing you out. So what do? You do like any other child do. You go to your mom and ask her, what do I do when it comes to this situation? And she tells you, ignore it, don't be bothered. And then you ask God for your help, for his help. Then you realizing as maybe a month or two passed on, y'all haven't talked. And you realize right then and there, y'all never had no friendship. It was all about what that person can get out of you, and what can you do for that person. So you realize now you gotta watch who you let in your circle. I used to tell y'all that all the time, but it wasn't just now that I realized as I was saying it, it wasn't just for y'all. It was for me too, because now that I'm in a predicament where I'm in, and I look at the world a whole totally different way. I look at it now is I have to watch my circle. I have to watch who I'm dealing with, because you don't know if you can trust anybody now, because the trust is gone, you know. But your mama come back and tell you, you have to learn how to trust somebody, baby. I know what happened, but you got to learn how to trust somebody. But look what trust got you. So, you know, you just sometimes y'all have to think about it. You have to think about how people are. You just got to think about it and how people do you, and how people go to certain lengths to get whatever they want out of you, or to bring you down, just because they jealous of some of the things, or maybe all the things that you have. You might have a big house, about 5 or 6 cars, and because you work so hard to get there, they might be jealous of that. They don't care. You might be staying in a nice condominium, and they jealous of that. I hope I said that word right. But they jealous of that. And that's just how people is. So I tell people, don't get discouraged from making friends. Just watch who you let in your circle as being friends. Watch this person deep close to you and see what type of person that they are. Because I didn't. I didn't. You know, I grew up with this person. I thought maybe we was cool, but we wasn't. So just take the scissors and cut them out your life. That's what's the best thing to do. Because at the end of the day, you can't do nothing else. You can't do nothing else. But respectfully, just say that's a friendship that went bad. But y'all, I want to get off of here, and I want to thank y'all for supporting me. And I also want to thank y'all for the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and click that notification bell. I love y'all, and y'all stay cool, you know. But love you. Peace out.